The new Sacred Land Project. A supranational engineering solution for sustainable peace and humanitarian coexistence. My name is Hakeem Affleck, and I am submitting an infrastructure-based peace proposal titled The New Sacred Land Project. A supranational engineering solution for sustainable peace and humanitarian coexistence. This is not theory. It is a structured, scalable blueprint for the creation of a 1,200 square kilometer offshore sovereign island designed as a sanctuary for Jewish resettlement while enabling peaceful transition, renewal, and coexistence for all communities affected by a historically complex region. Why this project is necessary. For millennia, this region has been claimed through the language of divine entitlement. Sacred texts recall commands of conquest, but also visions of shared promise. If the divine offers land to a people, that promise cannot come at the expense of others. Our project is not about taking land, it is about building it. It reclaims the ancient promise in modern form. A new land, a shared vision, and a home that can bless all of humanity. The path forward rests on principles that transcend conquest. 1. Human dignity precedes land claims. 2. Shared ground requires shared consent. 3. Conquest logic breeds grievance. 4. But justice today demands transcendence. If peace is to last, it must bless all children together, not rob one to exalt another. The Sacred Island Solution. Instead of repeating conquest, we engineer and co-create a shared future that leaves no one erased. Artificial island, 1,200 square kilometers. Location: Eastern Mediterranean, near Israel, Gaza, Cyprus, and Egypt. Foundations: caissons, polymer layering, seismic buffering, renewable energy integration. Primary zones: residential neighborhoods, family, single, interfaith. Interfaith temples: Jewish, Muslim, Christian. Diplomatic housing and neutral governance chambers. Peace trade ports, AI logistics, renewable energy, shared technology. Agricultural towers and livestock integration. Solar desalination and geothermal waste systems. Infrastructure systems. High-speed vacuum sewage networks. AI-regulated irrigation and aquifer recycling. Deep-core geothermal waste systems. Magnetic levitation transit plus ferry systems. Emergency desalination reserves. Symbolism of design. The island's architecture integrates sacred geometries from multiple traditions: Jewish, Islamic, and universal. These elements are blended without hierarchy, forming a structure of harmony, balance, and shared dignity. It is not one identity over another, but a partnership encoded into the very design. Urgency. Billions have already been spent on weapons and surveillance. Yet no lasting peace has emerged. This project is different. No armies required. No conditions required to begin. No rewriting of the past, only building forward. If even a fraction of today's defense budgets were redirected, this initiative could be fully realized within 2 years. Strategic impact. For Jewish citizens, a sanctuary aligned with cultural identity and continuity. For Palestinians, a framework that restores dignity, protects identity, and creates a platform for renewal without erasure. For the international community, a humanitarian charter zone under global protection, open to all who seek peace. For humanity, the first engineered peace solution rooted not in politics or force, but in sustainable design. This is not exile. This is elevation. Why this matters? Since 1949, Israel has received over $225 billion in U.S. military aid, plus nearly $100 billion in economic support. More billions are added annually, including emergency surges. The proof is clear: when humanity chooses, resources flow. Now imagine if even a fraction of those war dollars were directed toward building peace instead of financing endless conflict. Final message. To those who carry the vow of never again. That vow must live not only in remembrance or defense, but in construction of the future. The Torah says, "To the land I will show you." Not only a land of origin, but a land of vision. This project fulfills that prophecy in modern form. A homeland is not only territory. It is a people standing together in faith. For it is not the land that makes a people, but the people who make a land. Asgard is not a place. Asgard is where our people stand. Odin, Marvel's Book of Kings. So too with Israel, the people are eternal. Wherever they walk in unity, the land will follow. And beyond Israel, beyond any single faith, lies this truth. It is no blasphemy to invoke the divine in many names. It is blasphemy to shed blood in those names. The Sacred Land Project honors all voices of the divine, from Torah to Quran, from Gospel to Saga. Peace is not the absence of God's name, but the presence of the divine's blessing across all names. The fight over who God is has cost us lives that the divine never demanded. That cycle ends here. This is not exile. This is exodus forward. With honor, compassion, and enduring resolve, I walk with you. Respectfully, Hakeem Affleck. Founder, The New Sacred Land Project. Email rebrandfixerstudio@gmail.com. Telephone receiver 646-510-9622.